It is time for YouTube to finally have an EDC and conceal carry setup video in the state of New Jersey. There's so many EDC videos on YouTube, but none for our state. So I figured it was time for me to share with you what I've been carrying every single day and what I plan on carrying heading into fall and winter 2024 into 2025 here in the state of New Jersey. Let's get to it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you did not already know, my name's Jay Koss and I'm just a red-blooded American patriot living behind enemy lines. I'm gonna keep saying that to piss you guys off in the comment section down below. And if you get value after watching this video, please hit the like button down below. It truly helps me out. Also, consider subscribing because we are building a community here of like-minded individuals who live in New Jersey as well as other blue states like it, where we have to consistently and constantly protect and defend and fight for our Second Amendment God-given right to conceal carry and defend ourselves and our property. Once again, if that interests you, hit the subscribe button and a notification bell so you can stay up to date on my weekly videos. And in this video, I'm gonna share with you my EDC and conceal carry setup going into the fall and winter of this year, 2024 into 2025 here in the state of New Jersey. So let's start off with the small stuff. So the small stuff, first starting with my watch, what I wear every day. And what I wear every day is this watch right here. It is a Rolex Submariner 16800 model. It's vintage, 1986, I believe. Now, I did not buy this thing. This was a gift from my grandfather that I've had for a very long time. Obviously sentimental value. I wear it every few days at least, okay? Obviously it's older now, so you have to be worried about water and all that sorts of stuff. When I'm not wearing this though, and honestly I get more reactions and more compliments on these other watches that I have that are much cheaper, and that's Seiko. I love Seiko watches. I'll put some B-roll in right now so you can see what I kind of rotate. Love all of those watches, but I really love this one, obviously for obvious reasons. Next, I'm gonna go into my keys. My keys here, I drive an old Jeep because I think that car payments suck and this thing has been paid off for quite a while. So I have not a key fob, but a real key that I have to twist with my wrist painfully every single day. But something about it I still kind of like. So that's what I have key-wise. Next would be my wallet. So for the longest time, I carried, like a lot of other people, this Ridge wallet, titanium wallet. And this thing was great. I had it for a long time. You can see it's well worn, well used. 5 years, I'd say. I probably used this thing, but I was due for a change. I got as a gift this wallet right here. Not the most tactical wallet out there, but this is a designer wallet by Ferragamo. Ferragamo wallet. Leather wallet. It's actually like a card holder, I think they call it. And honestly, I've been kind of enjoying this thing. It holds a lot of cards, which is really mostly what we carry now. And it's easy to get to. Like my one complaint about the Ridge is that all the cards you just kind of put in the middle, and it was just like hard to cycle through them. This one, it's one card each slot, and I've really been enjoying it. So on one side, I have 2 Amex cards here. As you can see, on the other side, another Amex and a debit card. And then the inside is like identification stuff, my carry permit, my driver's license, my FID card, my boating license. And then if I have any cash, I just put it right into that pocket right there, which, I mean, it's a little bit more bulky, obviously, than a Ridge wallet, but honestly, once again, I've been enjoying it. So we'll see how it works out. We'll see how it lasts. I mean, I don't know how it's gonna last with all this other stuff that I'm gonna get to that are in my pockets, most specifically those keys. You know, would I buy it for myself? No, because it's super expensive. It's like $300 or $400 probably. I don't even know, it was a gift, but I like it. I like it so far. And I like the color too, blue. Next would be my phone. Let's show you my phone. I'm an Android guy because everyone has been telling me and making fun of me, trying to guilt me into getting an iPhone, an Apple product. And the more, I'm the kind of person that like, the more you do that, the less likely I am to get that product. So I have a Samsung S23 Ultra in a case. One thing I wanna show you guys is this body well thing that I put on it. It's supposed to, like, I don't know, get rid of some radiation from going into your brain or something. I've been on a bit of an RFK kick, let's just put it that way. I have no idea if it's a scam or not, and it was expensive. It was like $50 or something for that stupid thing, but that's what's on there. And like I said, S23 Ultra, it works well. Although my next phone is not gonna be a Samsung. It's actually gonna be a Google Pixel that I put the Graphene OS onto, which allows you to control kind of what Google and all these other companies are tracking from your phone. It kind of cuts all that out. Been more into the privacy stuff lately as well. If you're interested in that, I'll put a link in the description box down below. I think T-Rex Arms actually made a video on that, which is really, really, really helpful. So I'll link to that. You can see here, my home screen is like nothing. There's like nothing there. It's some sort of app or whatever, minimalist phone or something. Been trying to get off of that thing. Get rid of the endless scrolling that we all do because it's just destructive. It just gets rid of all energy. It gets rid of all productivity. It gets rid of all, it kills you. It kills your brain, in my opinion. So because of that, about a year or so ago, I decided to get rid of the tasks and to-do lists on the phone and start going manual pen and paper. So for that, I have this Field Notes pocket journal. Now this thing is great. I use this as like a bullet journal, as a daily task list. I use it just if I need to jot down anything, a thought, anything like that. I use this Field Notes. I'll put an affiliate link to this if you want more information. They're only $5 each, made in the USA. And originally I started off with like a normal bullet size journal, like a bigger one, and that was great, but I was finding it too cumbersome to kind of keep track of and carry around. Because of that, I wasn't using it as much. So I switched to this Field Notes. I mean, look how slim this is. It fits into a pocket, into back pocket, side pocket. I love it. Now they don't last that long going in and out of a pocket. Probably about a month and a half is really the most I get out of it. But at that, they're $5 each. At that point, I just label a new one for the next month or whatever, and we're good to go. Now, obviously, with that bullet journal, I need a pen to write in the bullet journal. So for that, I got this Fisher Space Pen. I try to get a good focus on that for you here. It's got a clip on the side there, so I can clip it to my pocket. And why I love this is, first, it's made in the USA. Second, you could write upside down, as they teach you in Seinfeld, made for the astronauts, I guess, originally. And third, it's so small, but then also you take this off to write, you put it on the end, and it's all of a sudden like a more full-size pen. And it writes very well, like I said, upside down if you really want to or need to. And I love this thing. And I love it so much that I have one in black. And I also have one in like a cool brass, unfinished brass color as well. You could see there. I would highly, highly recommend. Once again, I'll put an affiliate link as well down below in the description if you want to check those pens out. Next would be a flashlight. We all know how important having a flashlight on you at all times is, whether you're at home, right, a home defense situation, or out and about. Can never rely on the flashlight that is on your firearm, okay? Because it's just a bad idea, generally speaking, because anything you're pointing your gun at, you need to be prepared to destroy. Even adding to that, I'm in real estate and real estate development, okay? And I need a flashlight way more often than you think. I'm constantly in homes without power or whatever. You know, I pull this thing out and everyone's actually very impressed that I have it, and I'm not like fiddling with my phone to get the flashlight app or whatever. It's just professional, it's easy. Now this one is the Streamlight MicroStream USB, it's called. And it has a rechargeable battery, which is awesome. This has lasted a long time for me. It's well worn, as you could see. Most of the stuff I have here is well worn, as you could tell. I like using stuff as it's made to be used. It actually has two modes, lighter mode and a stronger mode. I'm gonna show you right now. You click it once, and that's the lighter mode. And you click it twice, and that's the stronger mode. I think it's only 250 lumens. I could probably use an upgrade on that, but it's really more than good enough for what I need. Also has a clip on the side I clip it right next to that Fisher Space Pen, and you don't really know, I forget both of them are there until I actually need them. I would highly, highly recommend this. Once again, affiliate link in the description box down below if you want to support the channel. Next would be a knife. So there's a lot of YouTube content out there about EDC knives, right? I don't have some tactical one. I've tried those. I enjoy this one way more because it's more than a knife. It's like a multi-tool almost, and that is the Milwaukee Fastback. So I actually made a video on this in the past, a review video. And if you want to learn more about it, affiliate link down below in the description box for this one as well. This is the Milwaukee Fastback 48-22-1505. Now this is, I believe, a 5-in-1 fastback. Okay, so first things first, replaceable utility blade. I wanted replaceable because I didn't really want to be messing with like replacing the whole knife or sharpening the blade or whatever. I'm used to utility knives. My whole family has been in construction, in contracting and stuff my entire life. It's just what I'm used to. You also have a wire cutter right there, which I actually just used to cut like some Ethernet cable. I started putting some security cameras into my home, and that was very, very helpful. Next, you have a bottle opener there as well. You can see the bottle opener. Although, honestly, I used to drink a lot of beer. I stopped drinking totally almost a year ago, and I feel great. If you want a video about that, let me know in the description box down below if you stopped drinking. If you're even remotely thinking about it, I highly recommend it. But anyway, that's not in this video. Has a clip as well, and I put this in my back pocket, and it fits very, very securely. It also has, which is what I use very, very often for my job, is a screwdriver. I mean, there's so many times I need a screwdriver to loosen something, to tighten something, whatever, and you have both flat head. If you want Phillips head, you just go to the other side. I mean, it's an excellent, excellent setup. You can even go like at a 90-degree angle to give you more torque. I mean, this thing is awesome. I love it. I mean, it's not the slimmest thing in the world. It's kind of bulky. And if there was a slimmer one, I'd maybe consider getting it. Maybe I will one day. Very, very good company, right? It's available right at Home Depot and Ace Hardware. I think I got this thing for like 15 bucks also. I mean, how do you beat that? So I went through all of the small stuff. Let's get to the big stuff, and that is how my concealed carry weapon and my concealed carry setup. So starting with belts, I rotate 2 different belts generally. First one is the Core Essentials EDC belt, and Core Essentials, it was nice enough to send this to me, and I did a review video for them. If you want to check that out, I'll put a link in the description box down below, as well as up in the corner right here. Excellent belt, very sturdy, very stiff. It's excellent. It has the ratchet system, which is what everyone really loves about it, where you can kind of, you have like a ratcheting system to adjust it. You know, after you just ate, maybe you need a little more space down there, a little more real estate, you loosen it up. Excellent, excellent, excellent belt. The only drawback I have with this belt on a day-to-day basis is that because of the ratcheting system and because it's kind of adjustable, you kind of cut the belt to your own length, it could be a little bit bulky. This belt buckle can stick out a little bit. And because of that, I kind of more so use this belt here. And this is a Sigera Emissary belt. It's kind of made to look more like, see the belt buckle is just a normal belt buckle. Now that's not gonna give you the same amount of, you know, adjustability and stuff, gotta get that to focus for you, as the Core Essentials. But it's just as stiff, it's a very comfortable belt, and it's just less bulky when, you know, carrying a firearm with an appendix carry holster. Now, speaking of appendix carry holsters, let's get to the main reason why everyone wants to watch this video, and that is my concealed carry holster and weapon. As you guys already know, we're heading into the winter season. You can kind of conceal whatever the hell you want in the winter without anyone noticing. Jackets, sweatshirts. You can have a Glock 34 down there with an X300. No one would know other than you because you have that flashlight digging into your thigh all day. So in the summer, I have a smaller weapon to carry, but winter, this is what I'm gonna be carrying pretty much every day, or at least my go-to carry weapon. And I was originally using a different holster, and that was this one here. And this is a Velo 4 holster by Tenacore. It's an excellent, excellent holster. I made a review video about it. I'll put a link in the description box down below right now, and a link up in the corner right now if you want to check it out. Very, very well made in the USA. The problem is, and the reason why I didn't stick with it is because I decided to add a weapon-mounted light to this gun. And unfortunately, Tenacore does not have any light-bearing holster options at all for the MMP 2.0 Compact, so I had to go to T-Rex Arms. And the reason I went with this one, the T-Rex Arms Raptor, instead of their more popular Sidecar, is because I have no use for carrying a second magazine on the side like that. If I want a second magazine, I could just put it in my pocket. I'd rather have something a little bit more comfortable and concealable. And I figured this was more similar, more like a streamlined setup, more similar to this than a sidecar was, and it is. And I've only had it a week, okay? But so far I really like it. It has this like wing attachment that pushes the inside of the frame in. Of course, made in the USA. I love T-Rex arms. I think they're great. I love their content. It's been a great holster so far. I'll put a review video up pretty soon as I, carry it for like a month or so, because I want to give it a thorough review with the positives and the negatives. Now, the actual weapon, let's get to the actual weapon. As I said, Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 Compact. So this was my first firearm that I ever got, and I still love this thing. I love it because of this, the grip texture on here is just excellent. You don't have to send it for a stipple job or get any tape or anything like that. I just love it. But it's actually so aggressive that I put some hockey tape on there to stop it from rubbing my stomach and rubbing it raw, honestly. The weapon mounted light is a new product actually, the Streamlight TLR7 HLX. And this is an excellent light, 1,000 lumens, and I forget the candela and stuff. I did a recent review video on this. I'll put a link in the description box as well as up in the corner right now. I know I have a lot of affiliate links and previous videos, but that's why I wanted to make this video, honestly, to give you my whole setup and what works for me. And then that way you can learn a little bit more and maybe it can help you, or maybe if you have suggestions for me. But anyway, TLR7 HLX, great weapon mounted light for a concealed carry. Also, I do have a red dot on here, and that is the tried and true Trijicon RMR. And you guys already know about the RMR. You could basically depend your life on this thing without any issue at all. Everything else is stock on this thing because I don't like, if I'm gonna be having this thing pointed to my nuts and whatever, I'm not changing triggers, I'm not changing springs or barrels or anything. I want consistent and constant reliability and safety. Now, let's get to ammo, which I just made a big video on, which carry ammo you should be using in the state of New Jersey. Here's my magazine, obviously a 10-round magazine, because that's all we're allowed in the state as of right now. God willing, that will change soon. But ammo-wise, I have the Hornady Critical Duty ammo. They also have the Critical Defense ammo. Apparently, the Critical Defense ammo is for smaller weapons, like 4-inch barrel and less, and a 4-inch or greater size barrel, you should be using the Critical Duty. The Critical Duty is kind of more for law enforcement and stuff. It has more capability to go through barriers and clothing and things like that. I'm sure both are fine, to be honest with you. Now, you should know, obviously, these are not hollow points. Hollow points are not allowed to be carried in the state of New Jersey. You're allowed to own them in your home, but not allowed to carry them. We go over that in that video that I just mentioned prior. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I showed you everything that I carry on a day-to-day basis. For some people, it may seem like a lot. For other people, it seems probably pretty light. Let me know in the comment section what you think and what I may be able to improve here. I'm still very new to concealed carry. I've only been carrying for like less than a year now because in the state of New Jersey and other states as well, it's still new. So it's not like I've been carrying a firearm for 30 years of my life here. So if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comment section down below. And also let me know in the comment section if, what you're carrying on a day-to-day basis, what you find helpful to have and not have. And as I mentioned before, all the affiliate links and all the previous video links, I'll put in the description box down below. But once again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, we're quickly growing on this channel. I think we're up to like 6,000 subscribers or something like that. So all 6,000 of you, I couldn't thank you enough. As I always say in all of my videos, pretty much, I'm not an expert. I don't have any military experience, no Leo experience, nothing. I'm just an idiot who decided to conceal carry for a multitude of reasons about a year or so ago in the state of New Jersey. It's all still very new to me, and I just wanted to share my experience on a day-to-day basis with you guys for the main reason of hopefully promoting and encouraging you guys to do the same. I know it's like super intimidating, especially in this state. You think that like if you just slip up one way, they're gonna lock you in prison and throw away the key. I think it's important to you know, within the law, of course, exercise our Second Amendment rights, even in states that are very clearly against those rights. But once again, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will see you next time.